Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, you know how some people just tend to know so much more than other people, and like no matter what sort of project you throw in their direction, they just know it, they can figure their way, So, I'm going to talk about a few projects that you can sort of do in your own free time that'll kind of make you really really good programmer. And here is here's a few. One of the projects you can work on is an audio player. It's like a Spotify website, music streaming basically. And you kind of do as much as you can. Upload the music, play it, upload it to S3 bucket, then sort of just create a timeline using a library. Trim the audio files, copyright the audio files, add some stabilization to the audio files and all that stuff. So one app you can work on is an audio player. It's a straightforward where you don't need a lot of knowledge of the industry itself, so you can build it without that. Second application you can build is e-commerce website. Not just e-commerce website, but a website that is integrated into PayPal and Stripe. So make sure users can take payments from PayPal and users can take payments from Stripe. And if you can add another payment gateway, that would be good as well. The third website you can build is basically a chatbot, but it's not a normal chatbot powered by Ajax XHR, where you sort of refresh the page or you're making constant requests to the backend to retrieve new messages. What you would instead do, you would in this context use WebSockets to so the server can push the events to the user's browser, so that as soon as the new message goes into the database, that message can be broadcasted to the users as soon as possible. So use WebSockets to build that app, not traditional JavaScript, sort of where you're making backend requests again and again to get the messages. None of that. The fourth application you can build is an interface, backend interface that allows you to deploy the other applications. So, for example, you might sort of build an interface that allows you to click a button, and then clicking that will take the code from Git and push it to the server, and then you can revert the commits, you can view the commits, and all that stuff. So, if you want an example of this, a really good example is Laravel Forge. You can Google that and you'll find it. I would say just sign up there and see how that works, so you can build something similar. Um, Another website you can build is a file storage website that allows the user to upload the file through their browser, and then sort of if basically just upload the files and then download them. But it kind of gets tricky when because uh, internet can go down. There's network issues. File can be some weird file. It could be 100 GB file. How do you do that, and where do you store that? All those things. And if there is an interruption, what happens? Do you start again? These sort of things. You'll learn a lot there as well. um, Another site you can build is a job search website. So what you would do is, as we know, job search website is pretty simple. It allows you to search jobs and upload the CV and apply for jobs and all that. But what you'll do is take it one step further. You will pre-fill your database with, for example, um, 20 million jobs. You would have job title, job description, job salary, um, um, the location and all that. And then you would basically the core of the site will be the search engine. You will allow the user to search for jobs, but you would have to make the search as accurate as you can. So you'd have to figure that one out. How do you do that? It's not going to be just simple keyword search a lot of the times, because keyword search can be accurate, but it can also be inaccurate. um, then I think the last site you can build is an invoice application. So you have customers, you want to invoice them, and you create the invoice, add the items, create the PDF, whatever, and then send it to the customer. But you can also automate that, so the invoices go out every um, sort of first day of the month for the previous month. And these can be recurring invoices as well. You can duplicate invoice. You can there's a lot of things that go into it. For example, you can also send invoice links where they can make the payments directly, to your bank account. So a lot goes into it. and you'd have to think very carefully. You need to know how do you store numbers, so how do you make sure system is secure and all that stuff. So yeah, these are some of the sites you can build. If you like these sort of videos, subscribe to my channel. I do notice a lot of people who watch the videos and don't bother subscribing, which is fine, but if you see this message, do subscribe. I appreciate that. And there's a I'm gonna add a PDF, free PDF in the description. How do you become a good engineer? So if you're interested in programming in general, want to become a better programmer, a better engineer, learn few things you might not know, grab that ebook and be sure to subscribe.